everyone.
Good afternoon.
Regarding the dictionary topic, already madam has taught you. You want me to repeat again any of the topic or methods in dictionary, or you want me to continue with a new topic? Unmute yourself and tell.
New topic.
New topic. Any more suggestions? Other students, please unmute and tell. Srujan Kumar, Jahnavi, what's your opinion? I should go with the new topic. Pranati? Okay. Okay. So your mid exam is on 3rd Feb. I hope everybody has seen. So do your preparations accordingly. It will be offline exam. If until and unless any other problem arises, it is depending always on the government's decision. So far, we are expecting that college will be reopened from 31st. Okay. Okay, Hemadri. Now today we'll discuss about strings. Switch on your videos, all of you. Right. So what is the definition of a string? In any programming language, string is nothing but a group of characters. It may be a single character or a group of characters enclosed within codes. It may be a single quote or double quote or triple quote in Python. It is known as a string. Okay. Now what a string contains? Now, if you observe your keyboard once, then whatever the keys are found, whether it is letters or digits or any special character, everything is treated to be a character. So a string consists of letters, digits, white spaces, or any other symbol that appears on your keyboard. Okay, so that is called a string. And in C language, a single character or a single alphabet is known to be a character. A group of alphabets or group of characters together known as a string. But in Python, everything we treat it as a string only, whether it is a single character or a group of collective characters. Okay, so in Python, we are using single quote, double quote, or triple quote for mentioning the strings. Now, there is a built-in string method that is called str, and there is a built-in string class called str class. When you create a string object and will check its type, it will always show you that it belongs to string class. Okay, now this is the definition of a string. Make it fast, write it down these 2 lines, then we'll start our programming part. Write it down fast, be serious. Srija. J0 Vinit Kumar. Sana, E2. Surya, switch on your videos. Satvik. Ale Harshavardhan. Samim. D6. Sharath, these students are not there. Samrant.
Ma'am,
Switch on your video. Sajita, what happened?
na video on avatలేదు, ma'am.
How can I answer for that? What is the problem from your end?
Don't know, ma'am. Upon try చేస్తున్న video on చేయడానికి.
You have to check it out with someone. Do you have a laptop or desktop?
No, ma'am, I'm using my phone.
Then phone, you have to sit with your laptop or desktop, not with the phone. Phone lo chadu radamma. Okay, have you completed writing the definition of a string?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next we will go for how to create a string. Look at here. Suppose name is a string object, and within double quotes I have written a string. Name is India. So using double quotes you can create a string. Similarly, here the string is a group of characters. In the second example, graduate is equal to no. So here n is a single character. So Python treats a single character to be a string and also a group of character to be a string only. In the third example, so country is equal to name. What do you mean by this? Name is already a string object. Okay. So this string is copied to another object. That means country and name both now contain same India only. And here it is called assigning one string to another. One string variable to another. So name is a string object that is copied to another string object, that is country. Okay. Values are same, but IDs are different. Do you know what is an ID? Identifier. Name and country both are containing same value. What is that value? India. But if you will print the ID of name is a string object. You can also print the type of name. It belongs to which type? It belongs to string class, and there is an identifier. But if you will check this thing for country, will you get the same ID or different ID? Will you get the same ID or different ID? Unmute and tell.
Different.
Different ID. But the values are same. Whatever the string object name contains, that is India, same thing country also contains. But their IDs you will find different. Last one, you see that if you want to create a string, within double quotes, I can write nationality equal to double quotes or single quote Indian. But if you want to use the built-in string method, you can also write str of, what is the string? Whatever string you want to create in single or double quote also, you can write it down. So this is another way of creating a string. Now look at the output. Name is India, print the name. Okay, India is printed. What is the type? Type of name. It belongs to what type? It belongs to the class str. It belongs to string class in Python. For that object, name is an object, string object. What is the identification number it is giving? It is giving a very large unique identification number for that variable. Because name is a high level English type language. Your machine cannot understand what is name, what is country, what is graduate, all these variables, machine cannot understand. For the machine only identification numbers are enough. Okay. Now, similarly for graduate, similarly for country, you see, country is India. Whenever you are printing country, what you are getting the output is India. Okay. Now, so here it is assigning one string variable to another string variable. Are you getting the same ID? This is for country. It is giving you same ID? Yes, it is giving you same ID. So you just note down this point that string copy, when you are doing string copy here from one variable to name to another variable name with the same value, the identifiers are same. Are you getting my point? What I am saying? Name and country are two different names, okay, containing the same value. If you are doing copy this way, one variable to another variable, you are simply copying. What do you got? Identifiers are same. Are you getting the same identifiers? Is it the same number 2526563830888? So you are getting same identification number. I'll come to this point again when you discuss about copy method in string. That time the identification numbers will be different. Here if you are just copying from one variable to another variable this way, string copy, if you are doing like this, then the identification numbers are same. Please remember this point. When you will talk about the string methods, then I will come to this point again. Okay. Now, the third one is how to create a string using built-in str method. Up to this is clear, students? Shall I go for next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Next we will go for indexing. What is indexing? strings are by default sequences. What is a string? Strings are a collection of characters. So it is also known as a sequence. Okay. So how will you access the individual characters of a string? Individual characters of a string is accessed using the subscription operator, that is within square bracket. You can mention the index number to access any particular character of the string. Okay, so within square bracket, whatever the number you are writing, that is called the index number, and that index number must be an integer. So whenever you are writing a string, the first character will be, the index number of the first character will be 0, and the last character will be n-1 if n is the length of the string. N is the length of the string. Do you know this indexing already? We are using in list and tuple also, we have used indexing. Now can you see over here how we are doing string traversal using indexing? Suppose there is a string called message is India, right? I want to print each character of India using indexing mechanism. So what I wrote, I have taken a variable called index, initially 0, and I have written a loop for iterating over the sequence. Iterating over the sequence. Sequences can be iterated. So for I in message, print message of what index number? Initially the index number is 0. Message of 0 contains which character? I. Then index plus plus. Message of 1 contains which character? If you run it, you can understand that message of 0 contains I, message of 1 contains n, and so on. So this is called traversing a string using its index number. Please note down this string traversal using indexing. Note down fast. Once you complete writing, inform me. Sameem, why you have not switched on your video? Have you completed? Trisha, Sanjana, Sharat, Siddharth Reddy, B. Harsa, K2. Okay, have you completed? Shall I go for next example?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay.
Ma'am, once can you scroll up near the indexing definition?
So here index is a variable. You should not put it into quotes. Remaining part is message. So I have put it into quotes. So check the quotes properly. Hemadri is doing something else. Yes, Hemadri? You are doing something else, right? It's very clear. Okay. Okay. Next example is that this is a small example to demonstrate the uses of indexing. Now, suppose S is a string. Welcome to the world of Python. It's a very big string. Now, I have taken one index number I equal to 2. Now, if I am writing print S of I, what I will get? S of 2. So, at the second character, what is the second character? 0, 1, 2. L should come as the output. L should come as the output. Now, instead of writing the index number, which is an integer, if I'll write down one expression I into 3, so 2 into 3, that means the expression will be evaluated to an integer, then also it is allowed. So 2 into 3 is 6. So S of 6. So at sixth character, what is the character that will be displayed? But instead of writing the index number as an integer, if I'll write any character S of O, then what should be the problem? What should be the output? Tell me. For the first and second example, print statement, no problem. For the third print statement, what should be the problem? Index must be an integer. What type of error I should get?
Syntax error.
Syntax error. Python is having something called syntax error. I told you. What, Srija? You are busy in discussing with someone. G not. Concentrate on your subject. What type of error you should get?
Variable error.
Type error.
Why variable is an error? Here what variable? S is a variable, right? There is no error in
Index
the
error.
Hmm?
Indexing error.
Is it called indexing error?
Type error.
Type error. Very good. Because the type of value which you have written within square bracket is wrong. What I'm telling, that index must be an integer. So the type of value which I have used for indexing is wrong. It's not an integer, it's a character.
The character.
So that's why what type of error I should get?
Index
I
type
should
error.
get type
Type error.
error. Is this clear? Okay. So index must be an integer. Let's return this example. Three lines will be written. Shall you go for next example? So you can write an index number which is an integer, or you can write an expression which evaluates to an integer. But if you will give other than an integer, you should get type error. The type of index value must be an integer. Okay, next we will go for.
Ma'am, can you please scroll up?
Still scroll up, only for 3 lines. Make it fast. Alle Harsavardhan, switch on your video.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, override. Next we will go for the operations. One is called concatenation, appending, or multiplying strings. So you know that plus is a popular operator for concatenation. So here you can see that S1 is a string, S2 is another string. Now, if you will check the identification number for S1 and S2, both will be different. Now, what I am doing? I am doing S1 plus S2 and I am storing into again S1. Now, can you tell me the identification number of this S1 and this S1, is it same or different? And you can tell?
Different.
Different. Why it is different?
Values entered are different, no? That's why.
Not depending on value. Because the basic nature of strings are immutable. That means once this string hello is created, that cannot be changed again. That cannot be changed. So what you are doing? You are creating here a new string. Hello plus Python becomes hello Python. Two strings are combined and a new string is created. Though the name is same, but the IDs will be different. Okay. So this is a new string and because of the Python's immutable nature. Okay. So if I'll run it, you can see here. Yes. Can you see S1 is hello? It is having identification number here. For S2, this is the identification number. After concatenation, it becomes hello Python, hello plus Python. And this ID of the S1 is different from the original one. Is this clear? This is called immutable property. Right. This is called concatenation using plus operator is here called concatenation. Now I want to concatenate a space in between. So what should I write? Can I write like this? Can you see that? Hello space Python. So S1 plus 1 space plus Python is concatenated like this. Clear? Next we will go for, see the topic is concatenation, appending. Okay. Sometimes concatenation can be done through appending also. Can you see this example? S is a string called hello. Okay. I'm reading a name. Enter your name. And I want to append name to S. I'm doing concatenation only. So S is equal to here. You can understand this, right? S is equal to S plus name only I am doing. So this way it is also called appending one string to another. Right? So what will be the output? I'll run and show you. Then after to that same S, what I am doing? I'm appending one more string. Welcome to Python programming. Okay. Now just see here, enter your name. Suppose I'll write Mr. Apurva. Okay. So what will be my output? I'm reading my name. Okay. Forget about identification numbers now. So after reading my name, now S is equal to S plus name. So the name is appended to hello. So my output will be hello, Mr. Apurva. Then again to the same S, I'm appending one more string. Welcome to Python programming. Now, this is also known as concatenation or appending one string to another string. Now, my question is the original S identification number after appending name and after appending the third string, the identification numbers are same or different?
Different.
The variable is same, S only.
Different, ma'am.
Different.
Why? Again, the same property of string. Strings are immutable. Strings are immutable. Names may be same, but the identification numbers are different. Because machine never understands the variable names by its name. That is high-level languages, machine cannot understand. Machine understands only the binary numbers. So it internally gives a unique identification number that is again converted into machine form. So in that way, machine understand. Yes or no? Many students can have the same name, but are they really same? No. Like that, variable names can be same, but their identification numbers are different. Is it understood? This is called appending. Next is called multiplication, repetition. Suppose a string is there, I want to repeat it certain number of times. So star. This is called the multiplication operator, which you have used earlier in list also. Hope it is clear. Concatenation, appending, and repetition in strings.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we will go for regarding the str function. Now, this function is used for what? It can convert any other data type to string type. For that conversion, str function is used. Now, look at this example. Let me put this into comment line. What I am trying to do over here? S1 is a string, Python. I want to add its version. So I want to print Python 3. So here, will it give me error or proper output Python plus 3 is Python?
Error.
Why error you will get?
Because strings and integer cannot be added.
Yes. So if you want to do concatenation to one string, another string can only be added. But what you are trying to do here, S1 is a string and version is an integer number. So with a string with an integer cannot be added. String with a float cannot be added. So what I have done in the second example, I have converted this, the version into a string by using str. By using str, I have converted. Now it will give me proper output. Okay. So where str is used here, it is used for converting from string to integer. Sorry, integer to string. So my output will be Python 3. Whatever the type of error over here you got, whenever you have added
Type
one
error.
string with integer, what type of error you got?
Type error.
Type error. Because two different data types, they are incompatible. You cannot add it. Hope it is clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next. Next we will go for raw string. What do you mean by raw string? Okay. Now, raw string in Python is written using a prefix R. okay, which will print the string as it is without doing any processing. That is called raw string. Now, look at the example. Suppose I am writing print Python programming. In this, within single quotes, whatever is written, that is called a string. You understand that? Okay. In this, can you see here, two new lines characters are there, /n 2 times undemma. What is the meaning here? /n is printed as it is, or is it processed then printed?
Process and print.
Process
Here
and
it is
printed.
written new line.
/n means new line character. So it is also known as a escape sequence. So first time ఒక న్యూ లైన్ వదిలేసి పైథాన్ ప్రింట్ చేస్తుంది, తర్వాత /n అగైన్ ఉంది, మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి న్యూ లైన్ వదిలేసి ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ప్రింట్ చేస్తుంది. Can you see over here? One blank line is there, then Python is there, again in a new line programming is there. Okay, that means whenever you write any escape sequences, those sequences are processed and then it is printed. Can you see the next example? Python /t programming. One tab space is there between Python and programming. So when you run it, you will find the output is Python space programming. Okay, so /t is not coming in your output. Tab is processed and its output is coming. But when you write R stands for raw string. Raw string means not any kind of processing will not happen. మీరు ఎలా రాశారు ఆ స్ట్రింగ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గా ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. లుక్ అట్ హియర్ ది అవుట్పుట్. /n is not processed, /t is not processed. Raw string means the string whatever you have written in the raw form, it will be printed as it is. This is called raw string. Okay, raw string was there in Python 2, in Python 3 also it supports. So for printing the raw string, you have to simply write a small r before starting the brackets. Okay, before starting the quotes, single or double quotes, before starting you have to write one r before it. Hope it is clear. ఒక r రాస్తే ఆ ప్రాసెసింగ్ జరగదు, యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మీ రాసిన స్ట్రింగ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది. Hope it is clear. Okay, understood? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Next we will go for Unicode literals in Python. What do you mean by Unicode? Okay, now before going for Unicodes, let me tell you that whenever you are learning any language, suppose you learn Telugu or Hindi or English, you have learned one character set. Okay, when you learn English, you have been taught 26 alphabets are there, then you have learned that language. Similarly in Telugu also you have learned 54 or 56, I don't know exactly how many are there. So you have learned, that is called the character set of a language. Similarly, for any computer programming language also there will be a character set. Okay, now there are the one of the old character set is called ASCII character set. ASCII is a body, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. At that time they have defined a 7-bit code character set, means ఒక్కొక్క character ki 7-bit lo represent చేస్తారు. Okay, so ఈ ASCII character set, how many characters are there? In ASCII character set there are 256 characters, 0 to 255. దాంట్లో 50% కన్నా ఎక్కువ క్యారెక్టర్స్ మీ కీబోర్డ్ లోనే అవైలబుల్. ఓకే, capital letters, small letters, digits, special characters, all these are called characters only. Okay, all those characters అలాంటి 256 characters ని ఒక ASCII character set గా డిఫైన్ చేశారు. క్లియర్? బట్ C language supports your ASCII character set. Do you remember we have done programming? 65 is character A, 66 serial number 65 లో character A ఉంది ASCII character set లో. Serial number 66 లో ASCII character B ఉంది. Serial number 97 లో, okay, which character is there? Small a is there. Do you remember we talked about 65 to 90 is for capital A to Z ASCII values I told. 97 to 122. Small a to small z is there. Similarly for digits 48 to 57 digits are there. Like that other characters, I have drawn one table and I told you that there are 256 characters are there. దానికి ఒక tabular form లో ఇచ్చారు 0 to 255 serial number. So ఏ serial number లో ఏ character ఉంది అది programming అప్పుడు you have to remember few characters like that. But that character set is only suitable whenever you write programming only in English language. Is it understood? But now people started writing programs in different regional languages also. So different regional languages with, like if you are chatting in mobile also, you are sending so many emojis. Okay, నేను నా ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో కూడా ఇమోజీస్ ప్రింట్ చేయాలి, డిఫరెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్స్, డిఫరెంట్ సింబల్స్, డిఫరెంట్ గ్రాఫిక్స్ ప్రింట్ చేయాలంటే ఈ ASCII క్యారెక్టర్ సెట్ సపోర్ట్ చేయదు. ఓకే, సో దే హ్యావ్ స్టార్టెడ్ అనదర్ క్యారెక్టర్ సెట్ దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యూనివర్సల్ క్యారెక్టర్ సెట్. So Java supports universal character set. Similarly, all the high level programming languages that supports universal character set. Okay, Sivamani Krishna, listen to the class. So that character set is 8-bit character, 8-bit or 1 byte they started. And so this character set supports all the different languages. You can take any foreign language, any regional language, there will be means all the Latin characters, Greek characters, all those it supports. Okay, now this Unicode they started with UTF-8 first. 8 stands for with 1 byte, means ఒక్కొక్క character ki 8-bit lo represent చేస్తారు. Okay, that is called UTF, universal character format 8-bit. Now in future they may go for UTF-16 also. Okay, so whenever you work with any programming language, you check the current version of the language supports UTF-8 or 16, you can check it out. Like, do you remember IPv4 is there, IPv6 is there, IP addresses, do you know? So IPv4 was earlier there, but the number of IP addresses are day by day increasing, it cannot support, that's why they have gone for IPv6. Like that, let us check the current version of our Python supports UTF-8 or 16. Okay, Java also supports UTF-8 only. Okay, how to check that? Now, what is that UTF universal? Your transformation coding is just an algorithm which converts every byte into Unicode actually. Okay, let us check a Python program. Now, how to check which encoding format is used? This is called encoding format. Which encoding format Python supports? For that, there is a library called system, sys library. In that, there is a method called get default encoding. If you will check this, what is the default encoding for Python 3.10 or Python 3, you will find the output as UTF-8. UTF-8 is supported. In future, it may change to UTF-16 also. At present, దాన్ని ఉన్న క్యారెక్టర్ సరిపోతుంది. ఇట్స్ ఎ వెరీ బిగ్ టేబుల్ విచ్ సపోర్ట్స్ సో మెనీ క్యారెక్టర్స్, ఇమోజీస్ అండ్ ఆల్. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లెట్ us see this. I want to print the output like this. I want to print this output. Okay, can you see that the first character is a double stroke capital letter P? Can you observe here the output? First character is a double stroke capital letter P, double line undi kada. Second one is a Latin small letter Y. Okay, third one is an umbrella symbol. Fourth one is a capital letter of particular type, font type different kada. Okay, now in your if you will go for a text editor like MS Word and all, you can see so many font types are there. Okay, if you will see insert symbol option, Greek, Latin, so many mathematical symbols, encoding formats are coming. All those encoding formats are supported by UTF-8. Okay, so can you see here, one last letter is Greek letter eta, then this is called Greek letter small letter O. This kind of output I want to print in my program output. Then I have to use the Unicode format. Now let us check here. So for printing the double stroke capital letter P, what is the Unicode? This is the Unicode. Unicode stands for, means U to start cheyali, and this is the number. That means in that Unicode table, in the serial number 2119, this double stroke P is available. Okay, for printing that umbrella, that is the third one, it is, this is the Unicode for that emoji, umbrella symbol. Okay, this is for other symbols. So like 65 is A, 66 is B, 67 is C, like you know. Similarly, in the Unicode is a very large table where a number of special characters, emojis, all these graphic Latin, Greek symbols are supported. Hope it is clear what I am saying. Okay, this is just an example, and you remember that You can check your default encoding supported by your language by writing module name sys dot get default encoding method. Hope I am clear with this. So this is just introduction to strings. Now, next class we will talk about the different string methods we will discuss about. Okay. Now, and we will check the properties that strings are mutable or immutable. Strings are mutable or immutable.
Immutable.
Okay. Next class I'll talk more about strings. Before that, you tell me, for example, list is there, mutable or immutable? Tell me. I'll write it down here.
Mutable.
List is
Mutable.
mutable. Very good. Similarly, tuple, mutable or immutable?
Immutable.
Immutable.
Paka. Next is your set. Set is mutable or immutable?
We can change.
Mutable. If I'll do frozen set, then
Immutable.
Mutable.
mutable. If I'll go for dictionary, mutable or immutable?
Mutable.
Mutable. Okay. Similarly, if I'll go for strings,
Immutable.
immutable. This table you have to remember. No doubt. Which is mutable object, which is immutable object, you have to remember. What about numbers? Numbers is also valid data type, right? Numbers are mutable or immutable?
Mutable.
Mutable.
What kind of numbers, ma'am?
Any kind of numbers.
Mutable, ma'am.
In which data type we are using?
What? Numbers is a valid data type in Python, right?
Integers.
Immutable. Anyway, we don't use that much. After this, I'll ask you a small example. Okay, remember this list, which is mutable, which is immutable. Okay, done. Now, can you tell me what will be the output of 5 modulus 2 plus modulus, no, we'll start with the small example. 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2. Can you tell me what is the example? What is the output? This is a very small question.
0.
Akka? Everyone?
-1.
Why -1? Yeah, somebody said why -1?
In negative numbers,
Badri?
lower division gives upper value.
Floor division I'm not doing, right? Integer division I'm doing. Float division I'm not doing. Single slash is float division, double slash is integer division, right? This is tell me fast, what is the output? I will get 0 or something else.
-1.
-1.
Hmm?
-1.
Why?
-1.
You have to justify. You might have run it and you are telling. You have to justify why you are getting -1. If I'll do 5 by 2, how much I'll get?
2.
-3, ma'am.
5 by 2 is 2, right? Integer division. If I'm doing -5 by 2, how much I'm getting?
You will get -3, ma'am.
Minus
To take closest into
-3 I'm getting. Why?
On positive integer line from 0 to 0.
I'm not
Zero.
getting your voice. 1 by 1. Speak loudly.
Because of step.
Because of
Modularity.
anybody who will give a correct answer for this. Why 5 by 2 is 2 integer division, but whenever it is negative number, it is giving -3. Why? That's the reason here you are getting 2 minus 3 is -1 is the answer.
in flow division it will take next lower number, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Who is the student? Ever chepparu the answer? Okay. So not only it will take lowest integer, exact reason is 5 by 2 is how much? If I'll do 5 by 2, how much I should get? Tell me. 2.5 kada? Yes. Now whenever I am changing this to integer division, how much I am getting? It removes the fractional part and gives you the lower end value. What is the lower value? 2, not the higher value. It truncates the fractional part and it gives you the lower integer. That's why 2, right? Now, whenever it is -5 by 2, -5 by 2, how much it will be? -2.5, right? Okay. Now, whenever I change to integer division, lowest integer I'm talking about, -2 is lower or -3 is lower?
-3.
-3 is lower. Ante kada? It truncates the fractional part. You understood? And it gives the lowest integer. -2 is lower or -3 is lower? -3 is lower. That's why it gives you -3. Understood? This question was asked in an interview recently. Because everybody, option was 0 also. 0, -1 and 4 options were there. So everybody will confuse that. You will get. Now let me change this to modulus. Another question was also this one. What will be the output? What will be the output? Okay, 1 by 1 change. 5 modulus 2. Modulus gives you remainder, right? Modulo gives you remainder. 5 modulus 2 is how much? Remainder is 1. Yes? Yes or no? 5 ki 2 lo divide cheyandi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
5 ki 2 lo divide cheste 2 2 ja 4. Quotient and the number, if you will multiply, that will be 2 2 ja 4. Remainder is 1. Yes or no? Yes. So, but if I'll do this much, how much I should get the output?
1.
Why 1? Why 1? Output 1.
Ma'am.
Why 1?
Ma'am, because when we subtract -1 by next lower digit, we get -5 plus 6. So we get the remaining 1.
Can you repeat once? I didn't understand your answer.
Ma'am, because when we divide a negative integer by a positive integer, we take the lowest answer. So -5, the lowest answer is -6. When we subtract -5 by -6, -5 plus 6 is equal to 1, which makes
Yes, very good. Your answer is right. He is right. Understood? All of you? No. Remaining student understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Sabir, once again repeat. Speak loudly.
Ma'am, when we divide a negative number by a positive number, we actually multiply the 2 into -2.
Yes.
So we get -6. when we now we subtract -5 from -6, so we get -5 plus 6. The remainder will be 1.
1. That's the reason you got 1. Okay, this question was also asked. So that's why, what is the answer of this? 5 modulus 2 is 1. -5 modulus 2 is also 1. So what is the answer now? What is the answer now? 5 modulus 2 is 1. -5 modulus 2 is also 1. So the answer is 2, not 0. Understood? It is 2, not 0. Okay. These two questions were asked recently in an interview, in a MCQ type question, in some company interview. I don't remember the company. This was, one was integer division, another one is this modulus. Same question. Okay. So please dig out. This is pure mathematics. There is nothing to do with programming here. Pure mathematics. You should understand what will happen if a negative integer is divided by a positive integer. What should be the remainder? You should understand. The same thing is written in programming also. Okay. Okay. So let me take your roll calls. 5D1. Let me.
Ma'am, can you explain that -1 module 2 once again?
What?
-1 module 2. I didn't get that answer.
Minus?
-5 module 2, how you will get 1, ma'am? I didn't understand that.
You didn't understand. Okay, next time I'll take. Okay. You do on paper. You do on paper. 5 divided by 2. Match lela chestar paper la cheyi okkasari. 2 2s are 4. Nu ela rastavu rasko. 2 2s are 4. Remainder is 1. Okay? Right? So 2 2s are 4 nu minus cheste neeku appudu 1 vastundi. Right? Ippudu -5 ki cheyi. -5 ki 2 lo divide cheyi. Sabir, now what is your name? E1. Tell how to do. -5 ki 2 to divide cheyi.
-1 వస్తుంది, ma'am.
-1 రాదు మా.
Okay, okay.
Once again you tell what is your logic. What's your name? E1. E1. I don't remember. What's your name? Tell. How you got your logic? చూడు ఒకసారి. You share your screen. You share your screen. 1 second. Yeah, you can share your notebook. Let us see. E1. You can't see it. Okay. Tell. Yeah, he has written correctly. Tell E1. Not audible. Unmute. Unmute yourself.
Ma'am, I'm unmuted myself. Just a second.
Yeah. This is
Okay, ma'am, I got it. Remainder must be positive, right? So we need to take -3. I got it, ma'am.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am. Remainder should be positive, so we need to take -3.
Yes. 2 3s are here.
-6, it's gonna become plus.
-6. Minus of minus is +6. So you are getting 1. Okay. That is the logic. Okay. So D1 roll number.
Present, ma'am.
D2. D2 absent. D3. Switch on your video and tell. D3. D4.
Present, ma'am.
D5.
Present, ma'am.
D6. I should see the video. D5. D6.
Video is on, ma'am.
D5. K1 I am getting. Who is D5?
Present, ma'am.
D6. D6 absent. D7.
Present, ma'am.
D8,
Present, ma'am.
D9,
D9 present, ma'am.
D9. Who is D9? Ma?
Present, ma'am.
D9. Okay. E0,
Present, ma'am.
E1,
Present, ma'am.
E2,
Present, ma'am.
E3,
Present, ma'am.
E4, E4. Absent. E5,
Present, ma'am.
E6,
Present, ma'am.
E7,
Present, ma'am.
E8,
Present, ma'am.
E9,
Present, ma'am.
F0,
Present, ma'am.
F1,
Present, ma'am.
F2,
Present, ma'am.
F3, F3. Absent. F4, F4. Fast. F4 absent. F5,
Present, ma'am.
F6,
Present, ma'am.
F7,
Present, ma'am.
F8, F8 absent. F9, F9 absent. G0, G0 absent. G1,
G1 present, ma'am.
G2,
Present, ma'am.
G0 present. G2, G1, G1 absent. G2,
Present, ma'am.
G3.
Ma'am, G1 present, ma'am.
So we are
D3 present, ma'am.
G1, G4,
Present, ma'am. G4.
G5, G6,
Present, ma'am.
G5, G6, G5 absent. G6,
Present, ma'am.
G7,
Present, ma'am.
G8,
Present, ma'am.
D9,
Present, ma'am.
H0,
Present, ma'am.
H1,
Present, ma'am.
H2,
Present, ma'am.
3,
Present, ma'am.
H4,
Present.
H5,
Present, ma'am.
H6,
Present, ma'am.
H7,
Present, ma'am.
H8,
Present, ma'am.
C belongs to open interval A, comma B. Hence, CMBT is verified. Got it? Emma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shall I stop here? Stop చేయనమ్మా అయిపోయిందా
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you all children.